Following total atomic annihilation, the rebuilding of this great nation of ours may fall to you.
Alright, up and away on another settlement walkthrough on building settlements on a budget. Here we are at Abernathy Farm, the tallest settlement in Fallout 4. Looks like we got a bit of a rad storm going on. Love how these things look. It's all green and stuff. Reminds me of the Orgasmatron video from Motorhead when Lemmy had that green light all shining up at him and so evil and stuff. I am the one, Orgasmatron, the outstretched grasping hand. Alright, looking down into the penthouse suites of Abernathy Farm here. I've built myself a rather tall building, as this is the tallest settlement you can build. Unfortunately, as all of my settlements aren't quite done, this one is no exception and it needs a bunch of work. But here we have the posh rooms. Each room has its own bar on the balcony. It's quite the view. Kind of makes me want to snipe somebody. I think I might have a little bit of a electrical issue up here. Sometimes this stuff glitches out. Fixing it's as easy as just removing a conduit and putting it back in. Well, like I said, always have lots of work to do. Yeah, that number isn't on for whatever reason. Worry about it later. Was definitely trying to build something a little different up here. So down we come to the next floor. It's pretty much empty because this building I built has a lot of floors. I think there's over 20 of them, or maybe just 20. I started numbering them, but I didn't quite make it all the way up. So one of these days, maybe I'll get all the numbers all the way up the stairs. Alright. Should probably think about filling in those corners. This is part of my 45-degree building strategies. Now, when you look at it from outside, I think it looks pretty cool. You might notice the conduit running up the center of the room. Try to run it up the center of the building and have power all the way up. Alright, another useless floor. Great for putting in 1,000,000 beds. Or whatever else you want to put in here. I think I used a lot of the old school wood structures for this because they are just slightly shorter than the warehouse or barn stuff. Oh, look. Now we're on the 10th floor. We've made it all the way down to the 10th floor. But anyway, They are a little shorter, so I think you get a few more floors out of them. Whereas if you go up with warehouse walls, they're slightly taller, so you get less floors. I've never been very big on decorating settlements. I just like building the big buildings. Alright, 7th floor, and we're finally hit some, I'm actually using this building for something. Looks like the gym here. Lots of ventilation. Doesn't get too stinky. Alright, moving on down. Looks like we got a casino of sorts going on. Whole lot of slot machines. Got a couple bars, pop machine, some seating. I think that's the 6th floor. I lost count again. Yeah, now we're on the 5th floor. More of a dance club vibe. Lots of lighting going on. I think I did this on purpose. I made this floor have no windows or anything in it like that so that I could really use the lighting in here. Oh, and 4th floor. Ah, this might have been one of my first cracks at a horror themed room. There's all these great pieces that I never really use that are just scary, I guess. So tried to put a bunch of those into one floor here and put in a couple of places to buy drugs. People can hang out here and trip out, I guess. Tell scary stories. And 3rd floor. Got some defense here. My typical setup, 360 degrees of laser turrets, usually does it for you. And the overseer's office with the throne. Didn't put the overseer's office on the top this time because that's a lot of stairs to climb. Looks like I keep pet death claws here at Abernathy Farm. I like having the pets and the cages. They add defense and just kind of make things cooler. Oh, can see my water over there in the distance. Bunch of purifiers. Got a Brahmin pen too that never seems to ever have any Brahmin in it. But I did try laying a bunch of those feed troughs in there for them. Wow, I forgot I had any of this stuff here. Or that I had even put a safe in the floor. Might need to pick some of this stuff up for later. See how that goes. Every overseer's room has to have a throne. Alright, maybe we'll check on the settlers. See what's going on the farm. I haven't been here in a while. This making videos of my Fallout playthroughs has really messed up my playing Fallout, but we'll try to get over that. Ooh, looks like I got a couple lazy unemployed folk. We'll fix that. Nice, I got a couple bars for them to go to. Get to work. Couple gorilla chairs there. I always set up the lighting too, so it's if you have a meeting with the overseer here, those lights are right in your eyes like an interrogation. Alright, nappy time. Let's see if I can figure out how to fast forward this. Alright, morning time. Should be able to see things a little better. Sun shining. There's that useless Brahmin pen. Think there'd be some Brahmin in there, but got a lot of crops growing at Abernathy Farm. I don't think I'm quite at 100, but trying to get there. And second floor. Not much going on up here. Hey, doggy. Whoa, doggy fell down. Right on the bar. Party doggy. So we got a bar down here, got some slot machines. It's all encased in concrete. Little place for people to crash down here. Kept all the beds on the ground floor because really who wants to do all those stairs? I tried to set up down here like a plaza in a big building that you would find downtown in a city where it's a huge concrete foundation and several structures can be kind of tied together that way. Yeah, the work is never done, folks. That little hole there was definitely problematic. Although nobody's stuck in there, but fixed. Alright. I think I was going to put a big giant bar on this back part here, but I got so much real estate in the building to use up, I just kind of left this as a big concrete porch, I guess. Got King Kong guarding the back 40. Tons of space to build an Abernathy farm out if you want, but why would ya? It's got the tallest ceiling in all of Fallout, 20 some floors. Gotta build up. Alright, coming around to some of my cages. There would be a dog, cat, and deathclaw cages. Try to keep the pets. And deathclaws and dogs get along. That's good. I actually tried some other experiments in other settlements where the pets definitely didn't get along. Alright, and I believe this is our first look here at the 45-degree rotating building, which I think looks pretty dang cool. I've got a few tricks for pulling this off. It is a little tricky though. Definitely plan on doing a video where I start from scratch and I do that kind of building and show how I line everything up and then keep it all symmetrical as I'm going up, which can be even harder. Although sometimes it's fun. I've tried rotating them by like 10 or 11 degrees at a time, which is a lot harder to keep straight. Something about building really tall buildings with see-through floors too. I just dig that. Alright, we got wheat. Lots of wheat. I think I planted some of everything at this farm. Another King Kong out back. Might have to get rid of these guys because of the happiness thing. They add 100% happiness automatically to the settlement, and I prefer to earn my happiness the old-fashioned way. Alright, coming around back of the old farm. I haven't done too much in there. Pretty much left everything the way it was, except for there is a glitch where if you leave the old beds, it can affect the settlement happiness. So I did go in with the tilde key into the console commands and got rid of the original beds, because that does help with the happiness, the overall happiness. So I think I replaced the beds. Might have hit a generator in there. Yeah, water. Looks like my settlement beacon is still running. Trying to get more people here, make more crops, make me money. Alright, yeah. Interior is pretty much left alone. I hit a generator in here. It's actually a pretty good place for it. Fits nicely. And in the back, replace the old beds that were there because they were glitchy, and put the nice new ones in. And up we go. Whoa. Apparently my character has been drinking today. Can't seem to walk in a straight line. Come on, man. You can do it. Get up the ladder. Almost. Not quite. There it is. All right. So yeah, I don't think I did very much on the roof here as well. Put in some turrets. As you can hear, they're quite effective. That conduit is strung down to the generator on the first floor. Really like building with conduit. It can be aggravating at first, but I definitely got into it as I kept with it and stuck with it. Alrighty, that's Abernathy Farm. Later.